Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Tonight, the second of our two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from Arizona. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Baylor tight. Set.
The RPO, that one is complete. And no chance to turn and you go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
37.
It is a big gain for Arizona. 37 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Baylor Tiger. Set. Baylor Tiger.
First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. Finding space at the 15. And he's in. What a drop. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Arizona. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hours spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
So you take the field as a defense and you understand that the opposing team just gave up points. They want to grab back some of the momentum, some of the energy on the sideline. In the back of your head, you're saying, all right, they're going to take a shot probably within these first couple plays. Here they did it on the first play. It's exactly what happened. Good coverage and ball's incomplete.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's it.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and inches. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught. Left side by Bowers. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
That's good.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. They'll bring up 2nd down.
17-yard line.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's no secret to anybody who follows this league. This is one of the elite playmakers in the entire NFL. So he put one high, thinking his guy would go up there and get it. We've seen him do it so many times before, but just puts a little too much on it and ends up sailing over his head.
That is caught at the 3. And he is out of bounds. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and goal, Washington.
Pacheco. Trying to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Pacheco. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominant.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. No play fake. Herbert. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
A gain of
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
59.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's caught inside by Pitts. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9
yards.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On the give, this is Taylor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's an Arizona first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is downfield to the tight end, Pitts. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Cardinals. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Motion man is Johnston. 1st and 10. Purdy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Quentin Johnston. A gain of 5 brings up 7.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Purdy. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
380. Run. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Left side in the hands of London. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
21. 59. Hey, lion. Ready.
Now a toss, running left. It's Taylor. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds down at the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Set.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he will power his way into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Arizona. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will take a 21-7 lead.
Cardinals 21. Commanders 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Commanders. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Commanders draw closer here. It's 21-14. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Herbert now on 1st down. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And they bring them down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Commanders first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Get set, get set.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for first and goal. Here's a designed run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Another one from the 5, second down and goal.
Get set, get set.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. To the goal line and in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Washington. Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set. Ready. Get out. Set.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's into the clear again. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cardinals go up by 7. 28-21. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Motion man is Johnston. First and 10 for Purdy. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Get set.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. To the right side here. Pass is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and 7. From the gun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
We'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Crowd right. 12. Ready.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. Taylor loses the football. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Here's second and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing, Herbert. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Line.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. Over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
41-yard line.
Set. Cut. Set.
Herbert to the air again. He'll find his man, Nicole Hartman. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Set.
Herbert to the air again. This is caught at the 2. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal. Card's going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Nicole Hartman. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Throwing on first down is Purdy. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Commander. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Bates, good. With the extra points. And the Commanders back within 7. It's 35-28. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Lion. Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it for the third quarter. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
On first and 10, Purdy. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Throwing is Purdy. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. A handoff, running left, it's Pacheco. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Washington.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That is brought in at the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, Washington. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Run! Set. 59.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
21. Set. Buck Delta. Hut.
They go right back to Taylor. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and 2. Here we go. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll run a draw now with Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. Pistol here for Herbert. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it, Mike. I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it, because it could have been even a bigger play.
Hey, ram. Ready.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. That's hard. That's Laney. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Set. Lion, go.
Now Herbert. He'll try to set up the screen here. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Jonathan Taylor. That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is third and a yard.
Set.
No play fake. Herbert, his fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
First down and goal to go.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. On play action, it's Herbert. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Touchdown, Arizona. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. A first down throw for Purdy. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL. Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Herbert to throw on second down. Into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
It's a gain of 40.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Taylor will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nick Bosa. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long. Outside. 18. What's up? Shotgun snap to Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Here's Purdy. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. And time you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
Glorious opportunity for the offense as they take over first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
He was taken down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Oh, and here's a pass on the end around. And they'll only be able to get to the 7-yard line. So good work by the defense. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th and goal.
Auburn's pick is good. And the Cardinals will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Once again, it's Pacheco. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Get set, get set.
Here's Pacheco. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Second and 7.
Watch out!
That is caught out wide on the RPO. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? And this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.